Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Completes beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, report.
1st down, here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Only 1 yard for them, and now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th and short.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, Alpha, hot.
Here's Charbonnet. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He's trying another one deep. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Ravens will go on offense.
Hey, Ozzy. You. Ozzy,
On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Crosses midfield, still going.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Alpha, sit hot. 180. Nice shot. Sit hot.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
180.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, report. Report. Sit hot.
Another carry for Charbonnet. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That stop made by T.J. Watt. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Nice shot. Sit hot.
Changing it up here, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Steelers with some very good field positions. They get set, 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now we'll run here with Blake Corum. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Escapes the pocket. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, Monday. Here we go. We're good. Right.
Fields out of the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 25. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only 1 to take the lead. extra point added on by McPherson. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action, Fields. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Fields on 1st down. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has a big hole left. And he has it all the way down to the 8. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Quick.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
You at X.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Again, it's Charbonnet, and he's brought down for a loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They'll start on the ground, Corum. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. On first down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap to Fields. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Connection made to Coleman. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
No mas, no mas.
Working inside the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down and 10, Fields. He's on the move. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Steelers looking for a score before halftime. Fields now on 3rd. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready?
QB sneak coming. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Here we go.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Here we go, second and very long. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Lamar throwing again. Oh, he got free. He's going to let this go. Deep down the road. Big gain downfield. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. First down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One last play before the break. Running back, motioning right. Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Running the counter, Corum. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Third and long for him here. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. First and 10 from the 41. Fields out of the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here we go. Hey, 5-51. Out, let's go.
Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Looking for George Pickens that time. So that brings up fourth and long. The Steelers set to punt it. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. Here's first and 10 from the 34. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Play fake, Jackson. Trying for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, report. Report. Whatever it is.
Handoff now to Charbonnet. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He's got it! And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now the field goal unit runs on for its second try tonight. This from just 23 yards away.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, 10. Here we go.
Now Fields. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
From the gun, a carry by Corum. Broke through the tackle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up to the 44. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Here's Fields to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Only 1 quarter. Second and 3 now.
Hey! Sit up!
From the 37. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go.
Jackson's going to throw again. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's loaded another one up. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Don't jump. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Fields. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Into the hands of Walker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They send the tight end in motion. 1st down, here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Pass complete to Walker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did. And he simply has to get rid of it.
And again, it's Jackson. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Lamar throwing again. Walker hauls it in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here he goes.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second down run by Corum. Down the sideline to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. They'll get 18 yards there.
Here we go.
And that's a Steelers first down. They'll stick with Corum. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Hey,
Looking to throw. Coleman with the grab. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running left, it's Corum. Has some space inside the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Corum again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every